YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another daily review, and this one is to that Meek Mill, that Funkmaster Flex Freestyle. And I figured I had to go ahead and review this because this pretty much brings the whole Game and Meek Mill beef to a conclusion, at least for as far as people gonna pay attention to it, because as I said before, they kind of were evenly matched when it first started out, so we needed a second round. This concludes the second round, and it shows you the obvious victor is the Game here. Simply put, these bars just do not match up. One. Two, he took a little bit too long for this, which may not be surprising because he beat up his ghostwriter, and I guess it took him some time to go ahead and get something. Third, we didn't get a single original track from him, man, and honestly, these bars on here fall really flat. Now, honestly, there is a point on his freestyle where it gets really dope, but it has nothing to do with the disses that he's sending out to everybody else, and for this to be his final track in this battle right here that people are actually going to care about, it was a really bad mistake, because the best parts of this is when he started talking about how we as people don't own these hoods and such, when he went into the Flint water crisis, when he was just overall talking about the struggle, man. And you know what, I love that aspect of it. I wish he did that on something else. Besides that whole aspect, it came off as I'm winning because I got money and everything. You can't say that I lost this when you obviously lost, bruh. I mean, look at these bars that he gave out, man. How he keeps it 100, never 50, and which that's his bar towards 50 Cent and such. And you know, it's been done a lot better. How Jay-Z said, I'm all about $1, what's 50 cents? And ultimately, it wasn't that entertaining at all. Then he tried to get on the game saying this is how these dudes just get in their feelings and this is how they go out and get drizzy. Then he continues to blend his Game and Drake disses together, pretty much saying, okay, how Drake had the security when he was out there in Philly performing, how there's a whole lot of badges over there, and he's pretty much saying that he's not a snitch as the Game has been calling him out to be. Then as he talks about Beanie Siegel, he's pretty much taking the things that he said consistently throughout his past, being the Broad Street bully and all of that, he's pretty much claiming that for himself now. Really, the only dope bar towards the disses that he gave here was how people trying to kill him with emojis and such. The disses on here definitely fall flat in the way he went about it. He all but conceded defeat here. I was telling people for a while, you got to give Meek Mill his second round while everybody was telling me that it was over. You guys were absolutely right, because he just could not come up with that classic that he honestly needed. And I see a lot of people out there trying to rock with this, saying that Meek Mill is spitting and all that, man, but there's no way you can put this up next to 92 bars and say that it's anywhere close, bro. But anyway, this concludes today's review, man, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Richie Rich Beats before we jump into the news, and then jump into an article from downloadpaz.com. So in the news, if you guys didn't see, Freddie Gibbs got declared not guilty, and he's already back here in the United States, man. And I'm very happy for this, because they definitely had absolutely nothing on him from the beginning, but yet they still went about trying to arrest him. See, as I told you, white supremacy is everywhere, man, but yet it happens that out there in Austria, black man got justice. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpaz.com, and today's article is about refreshers, because this is an important thing. Because the more you learn, man, the less you actually can hold. It's almost like we as people have a limited amount of memory capacity and such, like computers, in which your mind automatically just deletes things. So you always got to go back and refresh yourself on knowledge that you once knew. And that's one thing that I really like about what I'm doing now with all of the videos and such, because I got videos out there forever that I can go back and reference to try to remember some stuff. I got a bunch of books about the music industry, about life in general and everything, man, that I tend to forget every so often, so I tend to go back and read them joints. If you don't refresh your knowledge on the things that you've learned before in the past, man, you will forget it. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.